All right, testing 1, 2, 3. Apologize about that, guys. All right, Trey Turner's up as we're in the bottom of the second inning, and Reese Olson is now on the mound for the Tigers. 1-0 pitch. It's skied out to right field, and getting underneath it to make the running catch is the right fielder, Zack McKinstry. And there's one gone. So Turner is retired. All right, so can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? I want to make sure that this is working. Yeah, so I don't really have good internet up here, so I do apologize about that. So if my stream does cut in and out today, I do apologize. I'm not at home. I'm actually on vacation right now. So, and I really don't want to have to use my hotspot unless the internet keeps going in and out. So I apologize about that once again. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch on the outside corner for a called strike to JT Realmuto. JT hitting .254 on the season. JJ missed so many games he got rusty. Oh, man. That's what happens, man. What's up, Dodge? How you doing, dude? Thanks for coming on here. Yeah, so I'm on vacation, so I'm not really in the best spot for internet. So if I do lose you guys again, I apologize. But we'll be trying to do this as successfully as possible. Don't want to jinx anything, but yes. I hope you're all doing well. 2 balls, 2 strikes to JT Realmuto. Nobody on, 1 out in the bottom of the second. The pitch. Foul ball down the third base line. Bryson Stott waits on deck. He's hitting .286 on the season and has 21 RBI along with 5 home runs. So Tyler Norton came in to pitch the first inning, and Reese Olson is pitching the second inning for the Tigers. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball over to shortstop, fielded on a couple of hops. The throw over to first is in plenty of time. There's 2 gone in the bottom of the second inning. So Turner flew out, or fouled out, I should say, to right field. And JT grounded out to shortstop. Oh, boy. Here's Bryson Stott. Nobody on. 2 outs. The first pitch on the outside corner. It looked like it was a little bit high, but regardless, it's a called strike. The 0-1. Lay it off. One ball, 1 strike to Bryson Stott. The kick, the pitch in the dirt for ball 2. It was on a slider at 84 miles per hour. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock as Reese Olson is on the bump now for the Tigers, the 23-year-old from Gainesville, Georgia. The 2-1. Fouled back again, and that'll even the count at 2-2. But Bryson Stott, who has 68 hits and 238 at-bats for the Phils. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Fouled off again. We keep mentioning it, but Bryson Stott, man, is one of the best 2-strike hitters in the National League. See, it's 39 on the season. The pitch. Foul ball again, that time down the first base line. And the count still remains at 2-2. Olson has 14 pitches in this inning so far. And on the season, he's 0-1 with a 3.6 ERA and a .6 whip. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup that was low and away. And Bryson Stott is retired, and that'll do it as we go to the top of the third inning. Phillies still looking for their first hit. Tigers still looking for their first hit, too, as we go to the top of the third inning. All right. Oh, boy. It feels so weird just like being back and having a week off, you know? It feels a little weird, just like trying to just trying to get back into the swing of things. But I'm happy to be back on here. Happy to, be able to talk to you guys too. Little baby JJ. Why you call me little little baby? Oh my gosh. I'm not really a big fan of little baby. But nah. I don't know why. I'm just not that big of a fan of little baby. But yeah, if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon as well, so that way you know when I upload. We talk about Phillies baseball, Patriots football, Flyers hockey, and Sixers basketball. So, yes. I hope everybody's having themselves a great Thursday night. Hope you guys had yourselves a great week. Comment down below anything that you guys have done this week that was really cool. Or even if you don't think it was really cool, how can I put this better? What's been something that you guys have done this week that was really nice? Could have been like going out to dinner with somebody. It could have been, I don't know, spend time with the dog, spend time with the family, or, got to, I don't know, meditate or something good that you did for yourself. Comment that down below. You bought some plants. Oh, what type of plants? We definitely live in a plant household, so it's cool. I enjoy plants. The 0-1, swing and a miss. To Nevin. So Tyler Nevin is up at the plate. Nevin hitting 114 on the season with 1 homer and 4 RBI. The 0-2 pitch, foul ball. So 8, 9, and 1 are due up for the Tigers as we're in the top of the 3rd inning, and we are still scoreless in Philadelphia. Oh, cool, Gabe. That's nice. We had a little bonfire, too. It's nice. The ball is 2 strikes. The pitch, foul ball. El Solo, what type of plants did you buy? And if you don't mind me asking, where do you get your plants? Jamming with my band tonight. That's cool, Larry. It's nice. 0-2 pitch, foul ball behind the screen. And the count is still at 0-2. What's your band called, Larry? The ball is 2 strikes. Wheeler still on the bump for the Phils. The kick and the pitch. Fly ball out to shallow right field. Castellanos goes over towards the foul line and runs out of room as it'll find the seats. Cody Clemens also came over. And Bryson Stott too. Castellanos just ran out of room. And we'll go back at it once again. Spearmint and sage. Huh. That's cool. That's really cool. Huh. Yeah. I'll talk about it after this pitch. The ball is 2 strikes. The kick, the pitch. Ground ball. Played on the hop over at shortstop by Turner. And Turner throws over to first to get Nevin out. And there's 1 gone. So that'll bring up Zach Short, who's batting in the 9th spot for the Tigers. There's 1 out and still nobody on. Both teams are still looking for their first hit on the evening. First pitch to Short is outside and low on a sweeper at 86 miles per hour. Zach hitting .288 this season with 3 homers and 9 RBI. The 1-0. Foul ball back behind the plate. And it's an even count at 1-1. Realm. Oh, that's the name of your band? That's really cool. How long have you guys been going at it? What type of music do you guys play? I'll have to check you guys out. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball over to third base. Harrison fields it cleanly, shimmies over to his left side, throws over to first in plenty of time, and Clemens catches it for out number 2. So that's now 2 straight ground ball outs recorded by the Phillies. I just said by the Phillies. I meant to say the Tigers. I'm really out of it today. Oh, man. First pitch. That's inside and low for a ball. So Zach McKinstry, who's back up at the plate as we flip the lineup card, is ahead in the count 1-0. 2 outs. Nobody on in the top of the third inning. Wheeler kicks, delivers the pitch, swinging a high fly ball, drilled to deep center field. Marsh gets underneath it, though, backs up and makes the catch for the third and final out of the inning. Another 1-2-3 inning by Zack Wheeler. We go to the bottom of the third. Tigers nothing, Phillies nothing as well. Okay. 6 months, progressive rock. That's really cool. Rush, Pink Floyd, etc. Okay, cool. Do you guys are you guys on? I'll have to check you. Are you guys on Garage? No, not Garage Band. Bandcamp or Spotify or Apple Music? I want to check you guys out. I'm gonna write that down right now. It's called Realm. Huh. It's cool. Snowman, what's going on, Snowman? Thanks for coming on here, dude. Hi. For those of you that haven't done so, please make sure that you go subscribe to Snowman Multimedia, as Brian Snow, an awesome person, puts out some really great content. He has the Brian Snow Show that he does every single afternoon. He also has Snowman in the Morning, which is every single day. Does that as well. He also does Sunday Night Baseball now. I encouraged him to do that, and he loves it. And I've told him and I've told so many other people that the only way to get better on here is just to do it. It sounds so simple, but you just got to do it. Do as many games as possible and work on your own craft. No one's going to tell you to do it. You just have to be disciplined enough and, really try to dedicate time and believe in yourself. Did you see that? What's up, Baylor? I didn't see you on here. Sorry about that. What's up, Baylor? Thanks for coming on here. Did you see Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown doing bad in practice with the Phils? You know what's really funny? Okay, so I did not see that. But the reason why I'm not doing Saturday afternoon's game is because I'm actually going to spending time with my cousins. And I'm going to the Celebrity Home Run Derby that's going to be played at the Lehigh Valley Iron Pig Stadium in Reading. So I'm really, really excited about that. So, and they're going to be there. So that's going to be awesome. It'll be really cool. And Devontae Smith's going to be there as well. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brandon Marsh as we go to the bottom of the third inning. The pitch by Olsen. Down low for a ball. Brandon Marsh, acquired by the Phillies last season during the trade deadline. Was traded to the LA Angels for Logan O'Hoppe and a couple other prospects. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. How about Roger Clemens in the booth as his son Cody Clemens is on deck now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss on a slider. Back-to-back sliders thrown by Reese Olson, and there's 1 out in the bottom of the third. Here we go. Pure Adrenaline Sports. Thanks for coming on here. Guys, make sure that you go subscribe to Pure Adrenaline Sports as well. This guy, I met him through Rising Rhino. And Rising Rhino is an awesome content creator who's been on here doing a lot of football content for the USFL, the XFL, and the NFL season. Well, I cannot wait to see what type of content he puts out there, too. So go subscribe. No balls, one strike. The pitch to Clemens. Swinging a line drive out to center field. That drops in for a base hit, and Clemens pumps the brakes as he rounds first and goes back over to the bag. And there's Cody Clemens getting himself a base hit. That's the first hit of the evening in this game. And Roger Clemens, who happens to be in the broadcast booth on the Phillies TV broadcast, just got to see that. That's really cool. That's awesome. So 1 out and a runner on over at first. Here's Josh Harrison, the 9-hole hitter for the Phils. And he takes the first pitch at the knees for a called strike. JJ, what's up, Houston to Dave? What's good, man? Thanks for coming on, as always. Appreciate it. How is life? The 0-1, outside and low. It was way low, actually. And the count is even at 1-1. Josh Harrison hitting .206 on the season for the Phils. He's been around the block. Played a long time with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Spent his time around a lot of other major league teams. The 1-1 swing and a miss. That was on a sinking fastball at 95 miles per hour that landed in the dirt. So Clemens is on over at first. We're in the bottom of the third inning, and it is still scoreless at Citizens Bank Park. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Harrison takes a little hack at it, and there's a big pop-up over to second base, and Short is over there, and he catches it for out number 2. And Kyle Schwarber is due back up for the Phils as we flip the lineup card and go back to the top of the order. What else did I miss? Find your voice and people will follow. That is so true, Houston to Dave. First pitch at the knees for a called strike on a curveball at 84 miles per hour. I don't even know if it's just about finding your voice. I think it's more just about passion, you know? The 0-1, it was outside. It looked like it was outside, but Manny Gonzalez calls it a strike. It's interesting. No balls, 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Olsen gets the signs, kicks, and the pitch popped up over to the third base side, and it's caught for out number 3. No runs, 1 man left, and we go to the top of the fourth now as we are still scoreless in Philadelphia. So Scope is actually over at third base, and Short. No, wait, okay. So Zach Short is over at second, and at third is Jonathan Scope. How did I mess that up? So Scope is over at third. I got it. Okay, cool. Yeah. If you guys are new to my channel, okay, I want to remind you guys to make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon as well. We also have a LINKTREE that's posted down below in the description area. I think it's also pinned at the very top of the chat. It might not be because I may have forgotten to do it, but if it's not pinned there, there's also Stream Elements should post it. The bot should post it. So if you see that, make sure that you go follow Play by Play with JJ on all the social media platforms that are out there. And yeah, that would be really nice. Houston to Dave. What has he been up to? Enjoying some time off. The wife and I are going on vacation next week, celebrating our 25th anniversary. Congratulations. That's cool. Wow. That's awesome. 25 years. That is sick. Wow. If you don't mind me asking, where are you guys vacationing to? That's really cool, man. 25 years. If I get married, hopefully it'll be for 25 or more years. That would be awesome. But that is definitely quite a milestone, for sure. Enjoy it. How long are you guys going to be away? All right, here's Javier Baez, who leads off the top of the fourth inning. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Tigers. First pitch is fouled off. Roger Clemens, who's in the booth, is a 7-time ERA leader. It's now no balls and 2 strikes as Baez swings and misses at the next pitch. Javi struck out in the first. He's now 5 for his last 42. No balls, 2 strikes. Wheeler kicks, steals the pitch. Another swing and it was just foul tipped out of the glove. I thought maybe JT held on to it, but nope. Count still remains at 0-2 on a foul ball. We are just approaching the 7 o'clock hour on the East Coast side. 0-2 pitch. Foul ball behind home plate, and it will find the seats. A Florida vacation, and you're going away for 2 weeks. That is really awesome. We're in Florida. Wheeler kick steals the pitch. High hopper over to third base, fielded by Harrison. Throw over to first. Gets Baez out. A nice play by Josh Harrison. And a good dig by Cody Clemens over at first base, and there's one gone. Oops, I just got my scorecard wrong. Here's Spencer Torkelson making his second at-bat of the evening. First pitch taken right down the heart of the plate for a called strike on a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. Spencer struck out in the first inning. The pitch outside and low. And that will even the count at 1-1. So Zack Wheeler has 50 pitches so far in 3 1/3 of an inning. So he's on pace to go for at least 6 innings. Probably 7, actually. The 1-1 pitch is grounded foul, and it gets right past the ball girl. It actually bounced off of the tarp. And then the ball girl over towards the left field side tried to play it on a hop, but it just went right through her legs. One, 2. Outside again. Orlando Disney and Daytona Beach. I've always wanted to go to Daytona. That's cool. 2-2 pitch. Foul ball. Nice. I haven't been to Disney in a very long time. I went twice. And it was a lot of fun when I was a kid. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Foul ball again behind the plate. I would like to go to Harry Potter World. That would be really cool. And the other place that would be really cool to go to is Pandora. But that won't happen for a little bit of time. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Foul ball. JT takes off the mask as it's right behind the plate. Gets underneath it and catches it for the second out of the inning. So here's Roger Clemens, who's in the booth. He's an 11-time All-Star, a 7-time Cy Young Award winner. He won the AL MVP back in 1986. 4-time MLB wins leader as well. And he also won the Triple Crown twice. I don't remember this, but he had 2 games in his career with over 20 strikeouts in a game, which is really impressive. First pitch to Nick Maton. It is taken at the knees for a called strike. On a curveball, the second pitch is another curveball, but that time it lands in the dirt. So, Torkelson just got out. 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out to center field. That is pretty deep. But Marsh backs up towards the warning track, and he makes the catch for the third and final out of the inning. How about 10 straight batters retired in a row by Zack Wheeler? We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Phillies coming back up to bat as we are still tied 0-0. Okay. Let's go here. So pop out to catcher and fly out to center field. All right. What's up, dude? Thanks for coming on here. Universal is great. Universal is great. Had a cool time there. I was really young. I like to give kids the world. There was this little magic mirror that I loved going to that would just like light up, and we went during it was during like Halloween. I was really, really young, and my family is taking pictures with some characters, and I'm like in the back, just staring at myself through this mirror as it lights up. It had like a little crown on it, and I don't know why I was so mesmerized by that mirror. I think it was just because it just lit up the way that it did. But that's cool. That's awesome. I picked the Phillies in this game. Okay, that's cool. Picking the Phillies. So you picked the money line. Do you have any other bets going for this game, or is it just the money line for the Phillies? Somebody that I know said that Bryce Harper was going to get 3 hits, and if he does get 3 hits, I think he said he put in like $25 for it, which I think is really crazy, but it wins him like $400 if it happens. First pitch. It's inside for a ball. Just the money line. All right, cool. So here's Nick Castellanos as he leads off the bottom of the 4th inning. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Reese Olson is out there for his 3rd inning of work. Tyler Horton actually started the game. Just went 1 inning as A.J. Hinch wanted to do that. 1-1. Ground ball. Played on the hop over at third base by Scope, and he throws a missile over to first base to get Nick Castellanos out. So Castellanos grounded out over to third, and here's Bryce Harper. Excuse me. I think after this half inning's done, I'm going to take a quick step off and stretch a little bit. Harper today is over 1 as he grounded into a 3-4-3 double play in the first, and he swings and misses at the fastball that was outside. Olson kicks, delivers the pitch outside. Good take by Harper on the changeup at 88. So the Phillies, after tonight's game is done, they will take on the LA Dodgers, who will come to town, and they'll play tomorrow at 7:05, and then on Saturday at 4:05, and Sunday afternoon at 1:35. 2 balls, 1 strike to Harper. Olson with the pitch. Another foul ball. It was a little dribbler down the first base line, and it will stay foul. On deck is Trey Turner. Turner fouled out in his first at-bat. It was to right field. 2-2 pitch. There's a high fly ball drilled deep to right field. If it's fair, it's gone. It's foul. Harper just got in front of it. And he'll go back to the plate. It was a hanging breaking ball. Left out over the middle of the plate, and Harper was just a tad bit early. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and here's the next pitch. Line drive foul down the first base line. And Harper doing a good job at staying alive here. Nighttime is just approaching as the sun is going down in Philadelphia. The 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball as Harper fights off another pitch. 39 pitches by Olsen in just 2 1/3 of an inning. 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball. That time it was a 95-mile-per-hour high heater, and Harper, once again, stays alive. This is what you call a really good at-bat by Bryce. Just fighting off pitches and doing what he can. 2-2. In the dirt for ball 3. Harper held the trigger. And the count is now full as Turner waits in the on-deck circle. Phillies have only had 2 base runners today. One was in the first from Castellanos on a walk. The other one was by Cody Clemens on a single in the 3rd inning. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider that was downstairs and inside, and Harper strikes out and loses the battle to Reese Olson. 2 outs now. And that pitch was nowhere near the strike zone. And he thought he was going to get a fastball down the middle, but ended up being very low. And Harper just went chasing after it. Here's Trey Turner, 1 ball, no strikes, as the first pitch was inside. The second pitch thrown by Olsen is swung on and missed. JT now waits in the on-deck circle. Nobody on. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Phillies nothing, Tigers nothing. In game 3 of this 3-game set, the 1-1. A swing and a miss on a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. It was in the strike zone, but on the upper third of the plate. Olsen kick steals. The next pitch is a breaking ball that's outside and low. And JT, as the ball bounced right in front of Eric Hasse. It actually bounced over towards his right side. JT got over to it and just threw away the souvenir to a fan. The pitch, ground ball, over to shortstop, fielded cleanly by Baez, and the throw across the diamond is in plenty of time for out number 3. Another 1-2-3 inning for the Phillies, and we go now to the top of the 5th inning as we are still scoreless at Citizens Bank Park. All right, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to take a very quick step off. What is up, Alex? Thanks so much for coming on here. Be right back in just a few moments. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icon. Do all that jazz. All the housekeeping stuff before we return. I will catch you all very, very soon. Be right back. Alrighty, guys, we're right back. We are back. I hope you're all having yourselves an awesome Thursday night. If you guys are brand new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Do not forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button as well, so that way you know when I upload or whenever I go live for a Phillies cast, a Flyers cast, a Patriots cast, or what am I missing? A Sixers cast. There we go. Had to think about that for a second. Man, it's been a little bit of time since we've done this. I feel a little bit rusty. That's totally okay. First pitch is inside and low as Zack Wheeler is back out there for his fifth inning of work. Eric Haase is up at the plate. He struck out back in the second inning. The 1-0 is on the outside corner, according to Manny Gonzalez. And the count is even at 1-1. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock for Zack Wheeler, who's thrown 60 pitches this evening. The pitch, inside and low for ball 2. Two balls, one strike to Eric Haase. The kick and the delivery is fouled off. How about the Tigers? They're 0 for 35 in their first 4 innings of this series. And Tigers batters have struck out literally half of those times when they were up at the plate. So they struck out 18 times in 35 at-bats. That is unbelievable. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Zack Wheeler gets another strikeout. That's now 6 strikeouts on the evening by Zack Wheeler as he keeps mowing down the lineup. And there's one gone in the 5th. That one reached 98. Akil Baddoo is back up for his second at-bat. He walked in his first plate appearance, and he takes the first pitch inside by a hair for a ball. Akil Baddoo hitting .237 on the season with 3 homers and 18 RBI. The 1-0 is fouled off. And that'll make the count even at 1-1. Well, the injury bug has certainly been hitting the Tigers. As Matt Vierling is injured, Eduardo Rodriguez is injured. They have a lot of guys that are out, a lot of their star players. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. And it makes it a 1-2 count. Also, Austin Meadows has been out for a couple of months. 1-2 pitch by Wheeler. It's fouled off by Baddoo at the plate. Riley Green also went on the injured list. He's their center fielder who has led the team in hits. Still does to this point. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on. 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. It's been a pitch and duel. And the 1-2 pitch. It's skied out to shallow left field. Harrison calls off Schwarber, and he catches it as he backpedals out towards left field for out number 2. And there's 2 up, 2 down in the top of the 5th. And Jonathan Schoop is due up. He's 0 for 1 today. He struck out in the 2nd inning. He's now batting right at the Mendoza line at 200. The pitch. Down low for a ball. Nobody on. 2 outs for Jonathan Schoop. Wheeler kicks, fires the pitch. Outside and low again for ball 2. So Schoop has 18 hits and 89 at-bats and has struck out 25 times this season. 2-0. Fly ball out to right field, but it'll find the seats. And it's a 2-1 count. So Jonathan Scope now, he's 31 years old. Stands at 6'1", 247 pounds. The 2-1 pitch is fouled off again. Scope was playing for the Baltimore Orioles from 2013 to 2018. And had a couple of really good seasons with them. Then got traded to the Milwaukee Brewers in 2018. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout by Zack Wheeler. That's now 7 Ks on the day for Zack Wheeler, and we go to the bottom of the 5th inning as the Tigers are still hitless. Wow. Cool. What's up, Rising Rhino? Thanks for coming on here, man. If you guys are brand new, if you guys are coming on here for the very first time, not only should you subscribe to my channel, but also make sure that you give this man some love. I'm on vacation right now too, Rising Rhino. That's really cool. That's sick. Where are you vacationing at this very moment in time? You'll have to let me know. I'm spending some time. We're actually not too far away from the beach where I am, but we rented a beach house for a little bit less than a week. That's really cool. So I'm in New York visiting the family. Nice, dude. That's sick. How are your nephews doing? Nephew's doing really well. All right. If you guys are brand new to my channel, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe as well, hit the bell icon. Also, make sure that you go follow Play by Play with JJ on all the social media platforms that are out there. It's listed down below in the live chat. It's also in the description area too via LINKTREE. You can go follow me on LinkedIn, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all the socials that are out there. And be sure that you do that. Oof. One hit in this ball game, and it came in the bottom of the 3rd inning by Cody Clemens. Here's JT Realmuto, who leads off the bottom of the 5th, and the first pitch is grounded over to 3rd. Scope fields it, throws a rocket over to first base, and there's one gone. 1 pitch and 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. So in case you're just tuning in, well, Bryson Stott's now up at the plate for the Phils. It is scoreless at Citizens Bank Park in Game 3 of this 3-game set between the Phillies and the Tigers. First pitch to Bryson Stott is a curveball at the knees for a called strike. Pitch number 2 is outside, a fastball at 95 on the gun. Stott today is 0 for 1 as he struck out to end the 2nd inning. The pitch, a slider in the dirt, and Stott takes it all the way for ball 2. So not a whole lot of traffic on the bases for either team. 2-1 pitch, popped up towards the infield, and Short gets underneath it over at second base and catches it for the 2nd out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the 5th. Phillies were able to win 1-0 in their last outing, which was on Tuesday night against the Tigers, and Aaron Nola was absolutely dominant in that game. And definitely, I think a lot of people would definitively say that was his best outing of the season. First pitch is a called strike to Brandon Marsh, who's due up with 2 outs, nobody on in the bottom of the 5th. Olsen kicks, fires, and the pitch is fouled off towards the third base side, and it will find the seats. Marsh struck out in the third inning. He's now hitting .266. His batting average has certainly plummeted. He was one of the top 5 hitters in the league a little over a month ago. The 0-2. Inside and high for a ball. But he struggled for a little bit, then got a little bit hot, and he's cooled off over the last 5 games or so. The 1-2, little tapper that's foul towards the first base side, and it'll still remain a foul ball. Texas Repo stopping on in to say hi. 1 hit in the game. Yikes. Oh, man, I feel you on that. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball right through the hole into right field as it just got past the diving stop of Zach Short. Marsh takes a little turn, and he'll stay put over at first base, and there's now 2 hits on the day for the Phils. They got their first base runner since the 3rd inning. Well, this is what happens when you put the ball in play. And it sounds a little bit cliched to say, but when you get on top of the ball, sometimes good things can come your way. Here's Cody Clemens, who got the first hit of the game. It was in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and he fouls the first pitch off as it bounced and hit the home plate umpire, Manny Gonzalez. But he seems to be all right. Clemens takes a step out of the batter's box as it's now an 0-1 count. Texas Repo Man, thank you for coming on here. You've been a true fan since pretty much the very beginning. Throw over to first is not in time, and that'll keep Marsh over at first. What's up, Phillies? What's up, my guy? You've also been a very big supporter since the beginning. Marsh goes. The 0-1 pitch is ripped high and deep out to right field, but it's not too deep. And making the catch out in right field for the 3rd and final out of the inning is Zach McKinstry. Marsh would have easily gotten that base, but we go to the top of the 6th inning. No runs, 1 man left, and it is still a 0-0 ball game at Citizens Bank Park. Okay. Oh, how many people do we have on here? Hello, guys. How we all doing? What is good? We got 17 people on here. That's awesome. I'm actually really happy because we haven't done this in a little bit of time, so the fact that I'm able to get 17 people on here makes me really, really happy, for sure. We started this channel 5 months ago. Okay, this channel, for those of you that are brand new and just coming on in, this is Play-by-Play with JJ, where we cover Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, Flyers hockey, and Patriots football. Started this channel back in December of 2022, and I was interning at NFL Films at the time in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Had a really cool experience, and while I was still there, I still wanted to try to do the passion, which is play-by-play. And so I started this channel in honor of that. And I've been going at it for 5 months strong ever since the internship program ended in February, the week after Super Bowl. I figured that now's a really good time to just continue to kick things off. We were doing Sixers basketball. We finished out the Patriots season. We weren't doing any Flyers hockey because I just wanted to get used to the feel of things of just doing like 3 games a week, 2 to 3 games a week. And then since the end of March, we started off with baseball, and baseball's been almost every single day. And we finished out the Sixers basketball season. They ended in the middle of May, and we're still doing baseball. So I appreciate you all so much for being on here. For those of you that have supported me since day one, you guys are the real ones. You guys inspire me to do this every single day. And I can't thank you enough. Top of the sixth we go. No balls, one strike. Wheeler is wheeling and dealing for the Phillies as we are still scoreless, and the 0-1 is fouled off. No balls, two strikes to Tyler Nevin, the left fielder for the Tigers. The pitch outside and low on an 82-mile-per-hour curveball. And the count is 1-2. 76 pitches have been thrown by Zack Wheeler. Real Muto with the signs behind the plate. Wheeler kicks, steals the pitch. Fly ball out to center field. Marsh backs up 2 steps and then takes a step towards home plate and makes the easy catch for the first out. So 8, 9, and 1 were due up in this 6th inning, and the 8-hole hitter, Tyler Nevin, just flew out to center field. And Zach Short is due up, the 9-hole hitter. Short batting on the right side, and he swings and misses at the first pitch, a 96-mile-per-hour high heater right down Broad Street. I appreciate your stream. I like to watch different teams. Thanks, dude. That means a lot. The 0-1 pitch popped up towards the infield on the third base side. Harrison calls off Turner, goes over to his left, and catches it for out number 2. Great game so far by the Phillies and by Zack Wheeler. It's been a game of chess between the Tigers and the Phillies. Which team will strike first? Tigers have been hitless so far in 5 2/3 of an inning. First pitch to Zach McKinstry is taken all the way for a ball. Just a little bit up high. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Wheeler kicks, steals the pitch in the dirt. And we haven't really seen a whole lot of 2-0 counts from Zack Wheeler on the mound. But here's one right here. The pitch. Fly ball out to right field. Castellanos running inside. Gets called off by Bryson Stott, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 6 hitless innings for the Tigers, and Zack Wheeler is cruising along as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Phillies coming back up to bat as we are still scoreless. Okay, fly out to center, pop up over to third, and a fly out to right field. Got it. I'm wondering if maybe JJ could get in the studio with a Realm and record Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Dude, you're funny. It's not going to happen. It just won't, man. You're funny, though. You're very, very funny. I am going to take a very quick step off. I need to stretch a little bit, but I'll be right back in just a few moments. All right? Do not go anywhere. Do not change that channel. JJ will be right back in just a few moments. See you really soon. Alrighty, here we go. Josh Harrison leads off the bottom of the 6th inning. 9, 1, and 2 are due up for the Phils. Zack Wheeler has been near perfect tonight for the Phillies on the pitching side, but the Phillies have not been able to give him any sort of run support. The 1-0 is grounded over to third, fielded on 2 hops by Jonathan Scope, and he throws the ball over to first, and Harrison is retired. First out of the 6th inning. Phillies only have 2 hits on the evening so far, as we are through 6.5 frames. And here's Kyle Schwarber as he fouls the first pitch off in this at-bat for a strike. Oh, man, for a ball. Not a big crowd here at Citizens Bank Park. Most of it has been due to the concerns over the air quality control. The 0-1 is swung on and missed for another strike. Hopefully everybody is staying safe for those who are being impacted by the wildfires up near, well, in Quebec. The 0-2. Outside again for a ball. Olsen still on the bump, 64 pitches. And the 1-2 pitch taken all the way inside and low. And that'll even up the count at 2-2. Nick Castellanos waits on deck. Schwarber is 0 for 2 today as he struck out to lead off the first inning and flew out to center field in the third. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch way up high and outside for ball 3. This is the first full count for Olsen here. Big payoff pitch coming up. Here it is. Outside for ball 4, and Schwarber gets on with a 1-out walk. As he will go over to first base. 3 balls in a row thrown by Reese Olsen, and Kyle Schwarber gets on for the first time this evening. Boy, it'd be really nice to see if the Phillies could try to score a run here or so. Not a whole lot of work in the scorecard. And the pitch to Castellanos, that's lined out to left center field, and that'll be a base hit. Schwarber going over to second base, and he actually rounds second, goes over to third. The throw is cut off, and that'll put runners at first and third for the Phils. Still 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. What a nice hit by Nick Castellanos. Schwarber hustling his way over to third base as the throw was cut off over at shortstop by Javier Baez. And for the first time this evening, the Phillies have 2 base runners on. And the pitching coach for the Detroit Tigers, Chris Fetter, is going to go out there to talk things over with all the infielders and Reese Olsen himself. Thank you. I appreciate it, HD. HD, man, thanks for coming on here, dude. Star Wars, what's up, my guy? Thanks, as always, for coming on here. I appreciate you guys for doing this. HD, man, it's been a little bit of time, but you know what? We're getting back into the swing of things. It's been a little crazy week, but enjoying the time off for vacation. Here's Bryce Harper, 1 out, runners over at first and third. And pitch number 1 is grounded foul to the first base side. Sorry, the stream froze for a quick sec. Phillies looking for their first run. They won 1-0 on Tuesday, which was the last time that they played against the Tigers. No balls, 1 strike. Olsen getting ready to throw his 70th pitch of the game. Here it is. It's a foul ball down the first base line again. Not as hard as the previous one was. And the count is 0-2. Somebody is warming up in the Tigers bullpen. It's Chasen Shreve. And that's if Olsen can't get through this inning. No balls, 2 strikes. Runners at the corners for the Phils. 1 out. The pitch up high. Good take by Harper for a ball. We have a little bit of action as the Phillies coming into this inning only had 2 hits. and the Tigers are hitless. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Olsen gets ready to throw the next pitch, gets the signs in the 1-2 pitch. Line foul down the left field line, and Harper, who put up a long at-bat his last time up, is fighting off more pitches in this at-bat. The Las Vegas native himself has had himself an amazing career. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schwarber at third, Castellanos at first, and the pitch. Line drive out to left field, and that'll be caught for out number 2. Schwarber tags up, goes home plate, and the throw is off the line. Way off the line it was, and Schwarber scores on the sac fly by Bryce Harper. And the Phillies finally get their first run of the game as they lead 1-0 in the bottom of the 6th inning. How about Kyle Schwarber's base running? I mean, that was definitely a ballsy move because the ball wasn't even hit that deep, but the throw out in left field by Tyler Nevin was not even close to the plate. And here's Trey Turner with 2 outs. Ground ball foul down the third base line, and the count is 0-1. So Castellanos stays over at first. Harper gets himself a sacrifice fly, and Schwarber comes in to score on the sac fly. And the Phillies have a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 6th. Olsen gets ready to throw his 75th pitch of the game. And here it is, the 0-1 pitch. Swinging a fly ball out to left center field. It's pretty deep, but not too deep. And on the run to make the catch out in center field for the final out will be Akil Baddoo for out number 3. So the Phillies, they get a run on a sac fly by Bryce Harper, and we go to the top of the 7th inning as the Tigers are still hitless, and Zack Wheeler will go back out there for his 7th inning of work when we return. I had a little brain freeze for a second. My gosh. Oh, hi guys. Hello. I hope you're all having yourselves an awesome night and that you're doing really well. All right, so I was thinking about this like during the inning break of the last one. I was thinking about this during the last inning break, right? And I want you guys to comment down below, okay? I was watching a movie last night with my family. It was with Ben Stiller. I can't remember the name right now, okay? But it came out like 10 years ago. It was very well done. I thought it was really good. So I want you guys to comment down below one of your favorite movies that you guys have watched recently over the last 2 weeks or so. And if you can't think of any, then let me know what your favorite movie of all time is and why. So comment that down below. If you've seen a really good movie over the last 2 weeks, let me know what it is and why. And if you haven't been watching movies lately, what's your favorite movie of all time? All right, I want to hear from you guys. So make sure you do that. And if you guys haven't done so already, please make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell icon too. I mean, there has to be a call to action here. So if you guys take anything away from the stream, make sure that you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and like, subscribe, and the bell icon. All right? And go follow Play by Play with JJ on all the social media platforms via LINKTREE. As the link is down below in the description area on YouTube, and you can also look at it in the live chat. All right, top of the 7th we go. Phillies up 1-0. Not a whole lot of action going on in this ball game. And Javier Baez, the first victim up in the top of the 7th inning for Zack Wheeler. Pitch number 1 was outside and low. And the 1-0 delivery by Wheeler is outside and just a little bit high for ball 2. Baez struck out and grounded out as he's 0 for 2 today. Wheeler with the 2-0 pitch. Ground ball over to shortstop, fielded on a hop by Turner, and the throw across the diamond is in time. And there's out number 1. 6 1/3 of an inning for Zack Wheeler, and he is not allowed a hit. That ties his longest in the game in his career. And the last time he did that was on July 30th of 2013 against the Miami Marlins. 1 gone and still nobody on for the Detroit Tigers. First pitch to Spencer Torkelson is fouled back towards the screen behind the plate. Wheeler does have 86 pitches today, so hopefully the pitch count won't be worked up too much. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch outside and low for a ball. Now, they always say that sometimes, like, when you go out to the ballpark, even though I'm physically doing this from my home and I'm doing this remotely, you never know what you're going to see. 1-1 pitch, fouled off of the back foot of Spencer Torkelson as he has to take a quick step out of the batter's box just to walk it off. And it's so true. You never know what you're going to see at the ballpark every single day. History can always be in the books. We got 20 people on here. Make sure that you like and make sure you subscribe, man. What are you guys waiting for? We've been doing this for 5 months. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Spencer Torkelson. Wheeler getting ready to throw his 89th pitch of the evening. JT with the signs. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Wheeler winds up, kick steals the pitch. Foul ball behind the plate. And it will find the seats again. Spencer is hitting .225 on the season with 5 home runs and 26 RBI. He's 0 for 2 today. He is struck out and fouled out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The kick and the pitch. Outside and low. It actually landed in the dirt. It was a breaking ball at 82 miles per hour. Caddyshack. Okay, I've never seen Caddyshack. I know that I'll probably get made fun of for that, but I've never seen Caddyshack. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wheeler with the next pitch. Check swing, foul ball. Down the first base line, and the Phillies bat boy will go over and get it. And Torkelson is not going down without a fight. 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. The Phillies lead it 1-0 thanks to a sac fly by Bryce Harper in the bottom of the 6th inning. It would score Kyle Schwarber. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Manny Gonzalez, the home plate umpire, said that somebody called for time, and now everybody's back in their spots. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch as it's way up high for ball 3. Wheeler has only walked 1 batter today, and that was Akil Baddoo back in the 2nd inning. Nick Maton waits on deck. The payoff pitch from Wheeler. Here it is. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The pitch was high and inside. And there's 2 gone. 8 strikeouts on the evening by Zack Wheeler. 97 miles per hour on the radar gun. Two gone in the top of the 7th. And that'll bring up Maton. And Maton grounds the first pitch. Oh, it was just a little bit foul towards the first base side, and Clemens thought it was fair. But it's an 0-1 count. There's Aaron Nola in the Phillies dugout, who pitched the gem himself on Tuesday night. Maton 0 for 2 today. The former Philly, he is struck out and flied out as well. 94 pitches by Wheeler. The 0-1 to Maton. In the dirt and inside. A fastball at 96 miles per hour. And the count is even at 1-1. Phillies in their powder blue uniforms. The pitch. It ends up hitting Maton on the right foot. And he will get on base. That's the second base runner for the Tigers. But still 6 2/3 of an inning of no hits. from the Detroit lineup. So 2 outs and a base runner is now on. It's Nick Maton, and Eric Hasse is up at the plate. He has struck out twice against Zack Wheeler as he's 0 for 2. Infield playing at a pretty normal depth here. Maton over at first. Wheeler kicks, steals the pitch. Fouled back towards the screen. Hasse is behind the plate. He's been catching for the Tigers pretty much throughout the entire season. Nick Maton, the former Philly. The 0-1 pitch outside for a ball. It was a sweeper at 83 miles per hour. So Wheeler is just about ready to approach the century mark with his pitch count. His brother is Phil Maton. Yes, he's the reliever for the Astros. Yep. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wheeler kicks, steals the pitch, swing and a miss. 99 pitches, and it's a 1-2 count with 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. Fans on their feet giving Wheeler a standing ovation, trying to help him get out of this inning. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hasse. The pitch. Fly ball out to right field. Castellanos gets underneath it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 7 hitless innings for the Detroit Tigers as Zack Wheeler is just wheeling and dealing for the Phils. And it's now stretch time at the bank as the Phillies lead it 1-0. And JT will lead things off for the Phils when we return. Wow. This is cool. Oh, man, if he could get this, this would be awesome. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe as well. I see that we just got 1 subscriber. I don't have my phone on me, and regardless, I don't always get the notifications as to who subscribes to my channel. But if you just subscribe to my channel, please make sure that you shout yourself out in the comments section on the live chat, and then I'll shout you out. So, yes. Interesting game so far. Wait, you're a Rangers fan? No, I'm not a Rangers fan. This is a Wilmington Blue Rocks hat. His brother's Phil Maton. I missed a couple of your chats, man. Gotta get to all you guys. You guys have been taking your time to come on here and you know, you're taking time out of your night to tune into my cast, so I gotta get to all your comments, man. Enjoying some time off. The wife, but I gotta scroll all the way down now. Forgot. I didn't update this. Here we go. Oh, you're an Astros fan. Yeah, I know that because that's how you saw my channel. You know what I'm saying? That his brother, Nick Maton, the former Phillies guy, he did what? He struck him out. Phillies guy, thank you. I really appreciate that. That's a really big compliment, and I seriously appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. But, you know, I can't just credit myself. I have to, you know, give credit to the people who inspired me, like Hunter Brody, you know, Sports Talk with Broads, you know, running back Philly with DJ Eastwood, Philly Take with RB, with my boy RB, Michkowski, and all the other people that have really been influential in that spot, even though we're doing play-by-play, you know. So, all right, Shreve comes in to pitch for the Tigers as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. And Folly is now warming up in the bullpen for the Tigers. It'll be interesting to see whether or not Zack Wheeler will go out there for his 8th inning of work. The Tigers have not gotten a hit today. JT is 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs, and he takes the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. My scoreboard was blurred. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. The 0-1. Outside for ball one. How about the odds to win tonight's game? The Phillies coming into today, according to PointsBet, were at minus 240. The Tigers were at plus 190. The 1-1 is swung on and missed. And the current odds now for the Tigers to win are at plus 450. And the Phillies are at minus 720. The 1-2 pitch. It's in the dirt for ball two. A splitter at 82 miles per hour by Shreve. So Reese Olson's day is done as he went 6 innings, only allowed 1 run on just 2 hits. And the 2-2 pitch, grounded foul. Actually make that 3 hits. So the count is still 2-2. 4 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the next pitch is fouled off towards the right field side, and it will find the seats. It is a cool pitcher's duel, man. It is. It's been pretty nice to see. So Jason Foley is warming up in the bullpen for the Tigers. And on the bump is Chasen Shreve. The 2-2 pitch, another ground ball that's fouled off. 7 pitches in this at-bat to JT Realmuto. So the Phillies, they lead it 1-0 thanks to an RBI sacrifice fly by Bryce Harper. That was back in the bottom of the 6th inning. Took them a while for them to get their first run, but Kyle Schwarber scored on the sac fly. The 2-2 pitch. Line drive fair down the left field line. Oh, they're going to say it was just foul. It looked like it was fair from the angle that I saw it at, but according to Adrian Johnson, the third base umpire, he just said it was foul. And JT goes back to the plate. There's the Philly fanatic in the powder blue jersey in honor of the 1980 Phillies. The 2-2 pitch. Fly ball out to right field, and thankfully it'll just find the seats. And JT stays alive, and pitch number 10 of the at-bat is coming right up. On deck for the Phils is Bryson Stott. JT is 0 for 2 today. The 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball towards the first base side, and that'll go into the 6th row or so. Oh, man, that fan just dropped that ball. Oh, man, it slipped right through his fingers. 6 foul balls in this at-bat, and the 11th pitch. And here it is. Another foul ball that's popped up, and it just goes behind the third base netting into the 12th row or so. Good at-bat by Realmuto. Nobody on, nobody out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Zack Wheeler has been cruising along during this evening for the Phils. And here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. And JT had a pretty good fight in the at-bat, but could not get on base as he comes up small and strikes out. And there's one gone. Dang, yeah, I know. All right, that'll bring up Bryson Stott. Shreve wins the battle on 12 pitches just to get the first out. And a guy that fouls off a lot of pitches is due up at the plate as he takes the first pitch for a strike. Stott is 0 for 2 today. He struck out and popped out. He's hitting .283 on the season with 5 homers and 21 RBI. The 0-1 taken right down the pipe for a called strike on a fastball at 93 miles per hour. Phillies trying to get a big insurance run here. Oh boy. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch outside and low to Stott. If Zack Wheeler comes in to pitch the 8th inning, Akil Baddoo will lead things off. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Tigers. The 1-2 pitch laid off by Stott as he takes it all the way down low and in the dirt for ball 2. 9 seconds left on the pitch clock. Shreve gets set, kicks, fires, and the next pitch is taken down low. So it was an 0-2 count, is now a full count to Bryson Stott. With 1 out in the bottom of the 7th inning, Brandon Marsh waits on deck as he is one of the Phillies players that has a hit in this game. And the payoff pitch, swinging a foul tip into the glove for strike 3. And that's now back-to-back strikeouts thrown by Shreve. And there's 2 gone. Marsh, who struck out against Reese Olson back in the 3rd inning and popped up to second base in the got on with a single in the 5th inning. Sorry, was looking at the wrong player. He's due up. First pitch is outside for a ball. So Sir Anthony Dominguez is warming up in the bullpen for the Phillies as I guess Thompson may pull the plug here on Zack Wheeler. And the Phillies will have to try to go for 9 combined hitless innings. 1 ball, 1 strike to Marsh, as it was a curveball at the knees thrown by Shreve. The 1-1 is a fastball on the outside corner, taken all the way for a called strike. Shreve with 21 pitches in this inning alone, and he has not allowed a base runner yet. The 1-2 pitch, outside and way down low. Got to tell you, Eric Hasse is doing a really good job at blocking pitches behind the plate, utilizing his athleticism and his agility too. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And just like that, he strikes out the side. And we go to the top of the 8th inning. Phillies still lead it 1-0. And we'll see, will Zack Wheeler come out there for his 8th inning of work? We'll be right back. Oh, boy. I hope that they keep him in, man. Come on. They gotta keep him in. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, I'm sorry, like, this is history. This is pretty historic here. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's fatigued. I mean, if you ask him, like, would you want to go out there and pitch another inning? Like, what do your eyes tell you? I would never say this on a broadcast, but you know what I mean? That's how I feel. But hi, guys. Hello. You guys are witnessing history right here. I don't know when the last time the Phillies had a combined no-hitter was, but I do know that the last person to throw a no-hitter for the Phils was obviously Roy Halladay. Did they really take him out? That's a bummer. It's really just so sad to me because how many people can do that? No, he's not. He gave up a couple of walks and a hit by pitch, too. Okay. 8 strikeouts in 7 innings. So did they take him out is the question. Let's see. There's only one way for me to tell, and it's just by relying on the stream itself. Zack Wheeler going out there for his 8th inning of work. Here it is. And the first pitch is inside for a ball. Wow. 101 pitches by Wheeler. I'm shocked. Akil Baddoo is up, the 1-0. Ground ball over to second base. It's going to be a tough play by Stott. He throws over to first, and it's in time. He just gets Baddoo out over at first base. What a play by Bryson Stott. Oh, man. The speed, the athleticism, and the agility, and the power to throw it over to first base to get the first out in the top of the 8th inning. Absolutely huge. Jonathan Schoop due up at the plate now for the Tigers. So Dominguez was warming up in the bullpen, but Thompson decided to stay put with Zack Wheeler. The first pitch to Schoop is inside for a ball. So Baddoo grounded out to second base. It's a 1-0 count to Jonathan Schoop. And the next pitch, another ground ball over to third base. Harrison throws over to first, and it's dropped by Cody Clemens. And they will rule it as an error over at third base. That's definitely going to be ruled as an error. Actually, they may score it as an E3 and have the error go on Cody Clemens. The throw was a little bit off, but Clemens could not play it perfectly. And I believe that they're going to score it as an error. But we have to double check here. And this is big because the no-hitter is still intact. They do rule it as an E5. Okay. So the no-hitter is still intact. So Schoop gets on due to an E5. And a double play could be a Phillies' best friend here. It still is a no. Yep, it still is a no. Yep. Okay. Tyler Nevin is due up. The left fielder for the Tigers. Wheeler throws back over to first, and it's not in time. Got to watch out for Jonathan Schoop's speed. Actually, Jake Marisnick comes in to pinch run for Jonathan Schoop, as A.J. Hinch wanted to go to his bench player for speed purposes. First pitch to Nevin is taken all the way for a called strike on a sweeper at 86 miles per hour. 5 more likes for a no-hitter, man. Make sure that you do that. Smash it. 7 1/3 of an inning where the Tigers have not gotten a hit yet. Phillies lead it 1-0. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball foul down the third base line. History in the makings potentially being made here. Two more outs just to get out of the 8th inning. That's all that Zach needs. Zach Short is on deck. Nevin up at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 pitch. Laid off. It was a high cheese fastball. Don't forget to also hit the subscribe button as well, so that way you know when I upload. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Marisnick over at first base. He came in to pinch run for Jonathan Schoop. Phillies got their only run, their lone run in the bottom of the 6th, on a sac fly by Bryce Harper. The 1-2 pitch. Swing on a line drive, fair down the first base line, and going over to third base is Marisnick. And that completes. That actually breaks the no-hitter. Wow. So that's the first hit of the day by the Tigers. And Zach does get a standing ovation. And runners are at the corners. And now if you're Rob Thompson, you have to kind of think about what you want to do here. And Thompson's going to come and pull the plug. So Wheeler's day is done. And Sir Anthony Dominguez will most likely come in. The no-hitter is broken up by the Tigers on the single by Tyler Nevin. And Marisnick goes over to third, and he's representing the tying run. So the shutout is still intact, but Wheeler was absolutely unbelievable today. 7 1/3 of an inning, only allowed 1 hit, had 8 strikeouts, no runs, and we have a pitching change. Man, that was tough. what a performance, man. He was unbelievable today. And I'm so happy that Rob kept him in there. I really am. Good for Rob for doing that. I knew he had it in him to keep him out there because he goes by the eye test. You know? Oh, man. Now the question is, can the Phillies get out of this inning? Because in all honesty, they could lose this game now. You know what I mean? Like, now the game really matters because it is 1-0. But I give Rob Thompson a lot of credit for keeping Zack Wheeler out there and pulling him out when he did. Seriously. It takes guts to do that in today's game of baseball because it's different, you know? Because analytics and all that sort of stuff are just so... analytics is now the Bible for these managers, you know? So, yikes. That's that. You know, that's how it is. So, tip my cap to Rob Thompson. Good job by him. But yes, and great job by Zack Wheeler. The Phillies still trying to get the sweep and are still trying to get the shutout here. As there's runners at the corner, Seranthony Dominguez comes into the ball game. He's pitched in 28 games this season as a 3.38 ERA and has gone 24 innings, and he has 26 strikeouts. This is a big situation for him here. Marisnick over at third and Nevin over at first. The tying run's at third, and the go-ahead run is over at first. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Phillies lead 1-0. The first pitch is way outside as Zach Short decided to show bunt and pull it right back. Short with runners scored, or with a runner on third, is actually 3 for 3 with less than 2 outs. 1-0 pitch, a high bouncer over to Seranthony Dominguez, and the run comes in to score. Dominguez wasn't even looking over to home plate, and now we have a tie ball game. That's going to go down as a bunt single, and Dominguez not so happy with himself. It would have been a close play, but he wasn't even looking to home plate. And he probably had a chance. And that puts runners over at first and second on the RBI bunt single by Zach Short. There goes the shutout. Oh, he certainly would have had a play at the plate, for sure. Certainly would have had a play. And it's now tied at 1 apiece. The run does go to Zack Wheeler. But it's an unearned run, remember, because of the E5. Seranthony hesitated, and he probably could have had the runner out at home plate. The 0-1 pitch, ground ball back over to Dominguez to throw over the second. There's one. The throw back to first is just in time. Oh, what a play by Trey Turner. A big double play, and now A.J. Hinch says hold it for a second, as he may want to challenge this. Let's see, though. I don't know. Turner was going back to the dugout. Dominguez still staying close to the mound, and Hinch may want to review this to see if Turner's foot even touched the bag. It didn't. It didn't even touch the bag. And the throw over to first was in time. There's no question about that, but did Trey Turner touch the bag on the ground ball that was fielded by Seranthony Dominguez? And now they're going to review this as A.J. Hinch wants to challenge this. So that if the call is overturned, it'll be a ground ball fielder's choice RBI that'll go to Zach McKinstry, and the run will count. Does Turner's foot even touch the bag? Maybe slightly. It's so hard to see from that angle. Oh, I think he may have had it actually from that angle there. And the throw over to first, I thought, was in time. So they're trying to look at this from both angles here. Two parts of this play, and if one of them is overturned, that is absolutely crucial. Turner is back in the dugout, but they have not made a calling just yet as to what the call will be. But it is ruled as a 1-6-3 double play. And if the call does stand, it'll still be a tie game at 1 apiece. When you look at the replay as McKinstry was going into first base, there's a view of that where it says that he may have been safe. So Turner, I think from what I'm understanding from the broadcasters, they're saying that Turner just tapped the bag over at second base, and the throw over at first was really close, and that's what they're looking at now. It's just so tough, though, because I don't hear anybody in my ear feeding me information, so you kind of just have to go off of what is reliable at this moment in time. All right, so they are going to confirm the call. The runner was out at second base, and the runner at first base was out too. A 1-6-3 double play. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning as it's still 1-1. Clemens will be up first when we return. That was a big call, man. Let's go. Ugh, that was great. So that run that was charged to Zack Wheeler is not an earned run. So it's just charged as a run, so it does not affect his earned run average or anything like that. But the shutout is not intact anymore, and it's tied. We have a tie game at 1 apiece. So Phillies have to get some more runs here. That would be really big. I'm sweating up here. If you guys are new to my channel, do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe as well. We're on our way to 470 subscribers, man. We're really on the road to 500. But if you guys are new to my channel and if you do enjoy my content, make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon too, man. That was a really tough play, and thankfully they got the double play. Because if one of those plays was overturned, if the runner wasn't out at second base, or if the runner was safe at first, that would have been another run scored by the Tigers. So that was huge. The run doesn't count on the double play. Oh, boy. I think I'm going to take the hat off. I think that the hat has to come off. The hat has to come off. Nick didn't ruin the no-hitter. Zach just gave up a pitch that was, it was just a nice hit by Nevin, It was nobody's fault or anything. Zach was great. So the Phillies led it 1-0. Zack Wheeler had a no-hitter through 7 1/3 of an inning, and then finally gave up a hit. And the Phillies decided to go with Sir Anthony Dominguez, and with runners at the corners, the Tigers would then tie it on an RBI bunt single by Zach Short in the top of the 8th inning. Now we're in the bottom of the 8th. Cody Clemens leads things off. It's 8-9-1 due up for the Phils as we are tied 1-1. And the first pitch is delivered right at the knees for a called strike by Jason Foley, who's on the mound. Foley comes in for the Tigers. The 0-1 is on the inside corner for a called strike. Cody today is singled and flew out to right field. So he's 1 for 2 on the evening. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Foley gets set, and the 0-2 pitch. A little dribbler over to second base. The throw over to first is in plenty of time, and there's one gone as Cody Clemens is retired. Oh, boy. How about tomorrow? We have Michael Grove for the Dodgers facing Ranger Suarez for the Phils. Phillies taking on the LA Dodgers in a 3-game set at Citizens Bank Park. Phillies were supposed to have an off day tonight, but because last night's game got postponed due to air quality conditions from the wildfires out in Quebec, they flipped the days, and Phillies had an off day yesterday and were able to play today. The 1-0 pitch on the inside corner, a curveball thrown by Jason Foley for a called strike. Foley has pitched in 25 1/3 of an inning this season. He's only allowed 4 earned runs, and he has 21 strikeouts. The 1-1. Inside and high for a ball. Luciferian, man, thank you. I really appreciate you for subscribing, man. So much. It means a lot. 2-1 pitch. Fly ball out to right field, and it'll find the seats as Zach McKinstry runs out of room. And it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. And we're on our way to 500, man. Make sure that you like and make sure that you subscribe. We want to continue to grow the JJ family on here. 2-2 pitch, little dribbler again over to shortstop this time. A sidearm throw by Baez, and the throw was off the line. And Harrison dove into first base, and he's ruled safe. Torkelson tried to swipe Josh Harrison, and he was not able to get it in time. Harrison got his left hand in there. Almost a dangerous play, as Baez's throw was way off the line, but good job by Josh Harrison to hustle. And, it looked like from that angle that Torkelson did catch him. But I don't think that they can review this now. I don't know, though. Did he forget to swipe him? I can't even see it from that angle. But it's ruled as an infield single. The Tigers cannot challenge anymore. The first pitch on the inside corner for a called strike to Kyle Schwarber. So that'll go down as an infield single. I believe that's what they'll rule it as right now. They may rule it as an E6 and overturn it. And the error might be charged to Javier Baez. The 0-1. Down low for a ball. Have to wait and see. If you guys get a call, or if you guys know what the call is, please, let me know down below so I can confirm it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Harrison over at first. He's the go-ahead run. And the 1-1 pitch is popped up towards shallow left field. Baez calls off Jonathan Scope, and he makes the underhanded basket catch for the second out. So Harrison is still over at first base, and Schwarber is retired for the 3rd time tonight as he pops out to shortstop. And Nick Castellanos is due up next. He has gotten on base twice. He's singled in his last at-bat in the 6th inning. And with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning, as we are tied up at 1 apiece, he'll try to get on again. And he takes the first pitch right at the knees, at the center of the plate for a called strike. Craig Kimbrell getting loosened up in the bullpen for the Phils. It is not a save situation yet, unless Castellanos can try to do a little bit of damage here. No balls, 1 strike. Foley winds up the pitch on the outside corner, a 98-mile-per-hour fastball for a called strike. And the count is 0-2. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Harrison over at first base. Castellanos has walked and singled today. Foley gets the signs from Hasse. Behind the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. Foley gets set. Nods his head. And kicks and delivers the pitch. Foul ball down the third base line. So they did rule it as an error on Javier Baez. But a great base running play by Josh Harrison over at first to just get on base. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Good take by Castellanos as he takes a slider and does not offer even half a swing at it. It was down low and way outside. Phillies coming into today, they're 29-32 and 16-10 at home. The 1-2 pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3 right at the knees, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 man left, and we go to the 9th inning as we are tied up at 1 apiece. And the Phillies will be right back in just a few moments. Man, that was tough, man. I wish he would have swung at that pitch. If you guys are brand new to my channel, please make sure that you like and subscribe and hit the bell icon too, man. What a game. What an awesome game this has been. I love me some pitching duels, man. It's cool. Wheeler, in case you're just joining us, went 7 1/3 of an inning without a hit recorded from the Tigers. He did not allow a hit, Zack Wheeler, until his last batter that he faced. So he only allowed 1 hit on the game, had a no-hitter through 7 1/3 of an inning, and ended up getting charged a run, but it was an unearned run. Phillies were up 1-0 on the sac fly by Bryce Harper. It would score Kyle Schwarber, and then the Tigers would tie it up in the top of the 8th inning on the RBI bunt single by Zach Short, and that ended up scoring Jonathan Scope, who got on with an E5. Luciferian, best YouTube channels, play-by-play with JJ, Philly Take with RB, and the Philly Captain. Thank you, dude. I like the Philly Captain. The Philly Captain's really cool, man. I like the Philly Captain. And RB, man, shout out to RB. Another guy who has been very inspirational. I think I mentioned him before. But, man, I've learned a lot from him just from watching his content. And, just as a fan of the Sixers and just as somebody that has really wanted to try to get more involved with the YouTube game, a lot of these people come on like for takes, but then I noticed that RB, did like live streams for the Sixers stuff, and I wanted to, take it to a different level and do it for the Phillies, the Sixers, the Flyers, and the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? And just try to do as much as I can with play-by-play while still doing some podcasts too. If you guys have not done so already, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and like as well. I know that we have people that are just tuning in, so I wanted to welcome you all. You guys are in for quite a treat. It's 1-1 in the top of the 9th inning. Craig Kimbrell will go out on the bump for the Phils. It is not a safe situation as we are tied up. Kimbrell will throw the first pitch as it's lined past the diving stop of Cody Clemens into right field for a base hit. And Javier Baez gets on with an opposite field single, and the go-ahead run is over at first. Kimbrell has been a little bit shaky at times this season, but when he's focused and when he's firing on all cylinders, he's unstoppable, or pretty much close to it. Spencer Torkelson will step up to the dish. He is 0 for 3 tonight. 1 pitch and a hit issued by Craig Kimbrell. Pitch number 1 in this at-bat is taken way up high and outside. Good job by JT to just get into a standing position and to make the catch behind the plate. Baez takes a lead off at first. The 1-0 pitch to Torkelson is swung on and missed. 98 miles per hour on the gun for Craig Kimbrell. Man. This man is now past the 400 mark in saves recorded, and yet just when many people have been starting to write him off, he's just coming back into his old closer self. Throw back over to first to get Baez is not in time. Oh man, that was pretty close. Baez didn't even dive back towards the bag as the first base coach, Alfredo Amazaga, has to go over to talk to Baez. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out in the 9th inning. The top of the 9th, that is. And the pitch, sliced foul on a 97 mile per hour fastball. And the count is 1-2. In the bottom of the ninth inning, Harper will lead things off for the Phils. It'll be the meat of the order: Harper, Turner, and Realmuto. And then if it gets past that, Bryson Stott will come up. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the glove for strike 3. 98 miles per hour on the radar gun, and there's one out in the ninth. A big strikeout thrown by Craig Kimbrell. It's a mouthful of words to say. Oof. And Torkelson has a quadruplet of strikeouts. He struck out 4 times today. Here's Nick Maton, and he takes the first pitch at the knees for a called strike on a knuckle curve at 87 miles per hour. Maton got hit by a pitch back in the 7th inning, and that was the only time he got on. The former Philly who was traded during the offseason, along with Matt Vierling, to the Tigers in exchange for Gregory Soto, the reliever for the Phils, the left-handed reliever from the bullpen. The 0-1, taken again at the knees on another knuckle curve for another called strike. Man, the movement and the velocity of the pitch that Kimbrell just threw, it's just like a wicked curve, and you think it's a fastball, and it just dies right out. And sometimes you have to guess whether or not it's going to be a strike. Kimbrell with the 0-2 delivery. Here it is, a fastball that reaches 99 on the gun that was outside and high and almost got past JT. Baez still over at first base, has not thought about stealing yet. JT, one of the best catchers in the game, has picked off a lot of base runners. The 1-2 pitch fouled off, and JT got into a standing position because Baez was going, and now has to go back to first. Tigers have lost 5 games in a row. Meanwhile, the Phillies are trying to extend their winning streak to 5 games. 1 ball, 2 strikes in the 9th inning, the top of the 9th, that is. And the throw back over to first to get the runner, Baez. It gets past Clemens, and it goes over to right field, and Baez will be safe at second base. The throw was just a little bit wide, I thought, by Kimbrell, but it was so hard to see it in real time because with the angle that they were giving the live stream, or that was being portrayed on the live stream, it was really hard to tell what happened because it was a wider angle. But nonetheless, Baez goes over to second base. It is a throwing error. They're going to say it was on Kimbrell. And that'll put a runner in scoring position. That also gets rid of the double play ball. The go-ahead runs at second in the top of the 9th. And the 1-2 pitch. Line drive past the diving stop of Stott in the right field. Baez will come in to score. Castellanos' throw is cut off. And the Tigers lead it 2-1. It's an RBI single by Nick Maton against his former ball club. And Miguel Cabrera standing up in the Tigers dugout, loving it. The Hall of Famer himself, potential Hall of Famer. And Maton comes up clutch once again. Unbelievable. That was a hanging breaking ball down the middle. Baez is able to cruise on home. And the Tigers lead it 2-1. The next pitch is hit out to left field. Schwarber on the run backs up and just makes the catch at the warning track. The throw back over to second base is cut off by Stott. Eric Haase just barely missed a home run. And Akil Baddoo comes up with 2 outs in the 9th. So Bryce Harper, Trey Turner, and JT will be up for the Phils in the bottom of the 9th as they will have their last chance to try to at least tie the game. Man, first pitch is taken way up high. Whoever took the Tigers right now, I mean, I know that the game's not over, but with the odds that they were given, they must be feeling pretty good about themselves now. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Up high, way up high that was for ball 2. So Kimbrel's still on the bump. He has thrown 13 pitches in the 9th inning so far. 2 outs and a runner on over at first. Phillies trying to get a sweep. And the 2-0 is outside and high again. Nobody warming up in the bullpen for the Phils. As Akil Baddoo leads this count. As it's 3 balls and no strikes. Alex Lange, the closer for the Tigers, is now warming up. And the 3-0 pitch, it was taken for a called strike. I didn't see any sort of signal from Manny Gonzalez behind the dish. Three balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Foul ball again. Nick's fault. It's not Nick's fault, dude. It's not Nick's fault. Come on. You know and I know that that's not his fault. Phillies just couldn't get runs. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kimbrel gets set. Trying to get out of the inning. And the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Third base umpire says no, he did not. And that's now another walk issued by the Phillies. And that'll put runners at first and second with still 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Tigers still trying to hunt down for some more runs here. There's Miguel Cabrera in the dugout for the Tigers. They were showing a walk-off hit he had. Here's Jake Marisnick, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. Marisnick came in to pinch run for Jonathan Scope. So he's hitting 167 on the season with no homers and 1 RBI. It's been a wild game for the Phillies. They led 1-0 as the 0-1 is taken at the heart of the plate for a called strike. Zack Wheeler had a no-hitter through 7 1/3 of an inning. And the Phillies only gave him 1 run. That was on a sac fly by Bryce Harper. They now trail 2-1 in the top of the 9th. The 0-2 pitch. Outside and high for a ball. Craig Kimbrel's on the mound. There's runners over at first and second. The Tigers not done yet. So they're trying to add on some more runs. Meanwhile, the Phillies trying to stop the bleeding and just go to the bottom of the 9th. The 1-2 pitch by Kimbrel. Swinging a foul ball behind the plate. Tyler Nevin is up at the plate, or is due up next as he waits in the on-deck circle. He's the one that broke up the no-hitter in the bottom of the 8th, in the top of the 8th inning. Excuse me. Kimbrel with the 1-2. Way outside for ball 2. Kimbrel, his velocity is dipping down just a little bit. That time it was 96 on the fastball. Runners over at first and second. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Tigers lead it 2-1 against the Phillies. And the next pitch. Laid off by Marisnick. Pitch was down low and outside, and what was an 0-2 count is now a full count. What fan? Like the actual. I thought you meant like a fan. I was like, I turned off my fan, but now I understand what you mean, like an actual person that loves the game. 3-2 pitch, fouled back. It's because I don't think there's a whole lot of people out because of the air quality concerns. 24 pitches by Kimbrel in just 2/3 of an inning. Kimbrel working up a sweat, as you can see it right on his forearms. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the payoff pitch. Another foul ball by Marisnick. And this is what he does. Even when he was on the Astros, he was the type of guy that would really try to grind out at-bats and make the pitchers have to work for their outs. Can the Phillies get out of this inning? Connor Brogdon is now warming up in the bullpen. If Marisnick gets on, most likely he will come in. Maton over at second. Over at first is Akil Baddoo, and the 3-2 pitch. Inside for ball 4, and that'll load the bases. And Rob Thompson decides to stay put, as Caleb Cotham is now making a call to the pen, and the bases are loaded for the Tigers. Back-to-back walks issued by Craig Kimbrell. And JT wants to go have a conversation with Craig Kimbrell. And now here comes Caleb Cotham, and there will be a meeting on the mound as every single infielder for the Phillies will come in to join the conversation. Well, Kimbrell was able to get Spencer Torkelson to strike out. And then after the error, the bad throw to get Baez in scoring position, put a little bit of pressure on Kimbrell, and all they really needed was for Maton to get the RBI single, and that single run could be a big ladder for the Phillies to try to climb, because they really haven't been able to get a whole lot of offense. But now, before we go to the bottom of the ninth, they have to get out of this inning and just try to stop the madness. Bases are loaded. Top of the ninth. Tigers are up 2-1. And a base hit could make this a 3-run game at least. First pitch. Outside for a ball to Tyler Nevin. Nevin is 1 for 3 today. He singled in his last at-bat. Kimbrell with 27 pitches. And the 1-0. Fly ball out to right field, and it will find the seats. Phillies have been struggling over the last month or so. Maybe not as of lately, but just during the past month, it was really hard for them to try to get runners home with runners in scoring position, and now they're hoping that it will be hard for the Tigers to get a run here. The 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out to right field. Castellanos strips over to the wall, and it is just foul. It finds the seats, and Nevin lives to see another day. But the good news is it is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Nevin. The bell is red at Citizens Bank Park. The pitch clock goes back on as Nevin will step back into the batter's box, batting on the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning. Phillies trying to get out of this jam. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-2. Up high again for ball 2. Wonder if he's going to throw an off-speed pitch here or if he's going to go with another fastball. It's like what goes on in the mind of a pitcher and a catcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the kick and the pitch. Popped up, foul again. Behind the plate, and it will find the seats. And Kimbrell will try to go back at it again. Bases loaded for the Tigers. Phillies trying to sweep the Tigers here, and the Tigers are trying to avoid that. And the 2-2 pitch. Outside again, and Kimbrell looks a little bit fatigued. And it's once again a full count. And now you can't walk anybody because the bases are loaded. The pitch of the night coming right up. Kimbrell does call for time as the pitch clock does reset here. There's A.J. Hinch, the former manager of the Houston Astros. Now the manager of the Tigers for the past 3 years. 15 seconds left on the pitch clock. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Nevin. And the pitch. Another foul ball as Nevin's not going down without a fight. 7 pitches in this at-bat. You got to give the Tigers a lot of credit for fouling off a lot of pitches and making Kimbrel work. 4 of the 7 pitches have been fouled off by Nevin. Kimbrel will try to go at it again. The payoff pitch. Fly ball out to center field. Marsh backs up to the warning track and makes the catch in front of the out-of-town scoreboard, and thankfully that'll do it. But the Tigers do get a run as they take the lead 2-1 on an RBI single by Nick Maton, and Bryce Harper will lead things off when we go to the bottom of the 9th as the Phillies have their last chance. That could have been a lot worse. My gosh. 7 men came up to the plate, man. If you guys are brand new to my channel, make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload or when I go live. Wild. What's up, Wiz? Man, I haven't seen you on all night, dude. How you doing? Please score, bruh. I know we got to score, man. Kimbrel ruined it. This is where Rob should have pulled him. We need the sweep, man. What else? What else did I miss? I missed a lot of stuff. Holy moly. We have a lot of people on here now. How many people we got on here? We got 25. Okay, cool. I feel like I saw that we had like 35. What do you do if you're Rob in that instance, though? One wrong pitch, it would have been over. See, it's I can't like blame Rob for going to the decisions that he went with. You know what I'm saying? He let Zack Wheeler pitch until he gave up a hit, took him out at the right time, put Sir Anthony Dominguez in there. I mean, would you have gone with a lefty? Maybe. And maybe you like went with Soto, but I don't know, man. I feel like he did the right things. It's just that the Phillies offense, man, like Kimbrel has to be better. Like, don't get me wrong, but you're in this position because your offense is not giving you any sort of run support. That's it's plain and simple. It is. Pitching was outstanding today. Alrighty, Bryce Harper will lead things off for the Phils. It'll be Harper, Turner, and JT Realmuto as we go to the bottom of the 9th. The Tigers lead it 2-1. They only have 4 hits today, and the Phillies have 3. So if the Phillies go on to lose, Kimbrel will be charged with the loss. Here's Alex Lange, the closer for the Tigers. Had a rough outing his last time out there, but he's only blown 1 save. He's 10 for 11 in save opportunities, and this right here obviously is a save opportunity. He has a 2.55 ERA. He's only allowed 1 home run this season, and he has 35 strikeouts. Phillies down to their final 3 outs, but obviously the tying run is up at the plate. And the first pitch, swinging a fly ball out to right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit and hit the out-of-town scoreboard. Bryce Harper thinking about 2. The throw over to second base is not in time. 1 pitch, and it's a double by Bryce Harper. There we go. Lange left a hanging, breaking ball out over the middle of the plate. And the throw out in right field by Zach McKinstry was just a little bit off the line, as Jonathan Scope could not get over to the baseball. But it didn't get too far away, as Harper could have gone. He wouldn't have been able to get over to third base safely, so he did the right thing by staying put. And here's Trey Turner, the first pitch, just below the knees for a ball. Now if you're Trey Turner, you have to try to get a productive out here and advance the runner over to third. 1 ball, no strikes. Phillies down 2-1. Turner representing the go-ahead run, or the walk-off run, I should say. The 1-0, inside and low, on a fastball at 97 miles per hour. So Harper with a leadoff double in the bottom of the 9th. Phillies down 2-1. Still nobody out. The 2-0 pitch. A breaking ball that lands right at the knees for a called strike. Actually, it was a curveball. Trey today is 0 for 3. And a base hit could tie the game, potentially. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Laid off. Good take by Trey Turner. As it's inside and in the dirt for another ball. A hitter's count as JT Realmuto waits on deck. Big pitch coming up here for Alex Lange. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. A curveball that was thrown at 88 miles per hour. And Trey may have swung at ball 4. And now the count is full. Nobody out, though. Harper takes the lead off at second. And the 3-2 pitch. Good take by Turner, and he gets on with a walk. And now there's 2 runners on. Runners at first and second with nobody out in the bottom of the 9th inning. So now JT will come up to the plate, and now there will be a conversation on the mound with all the infielders as Chris Fetter goes out there, the pitching coach for the Tigers, to talk things over with his pitcher. It's been a very bizarre game. The Phillies were up 1-0. Zack Wheeler had a no-hitter throughout 7 1/3 of an inning. And then the Tigers tied the game up 1-1 in the 8th inning and just took the lead in the top of the 9th. Phillies trying to strike back. Fans on their feet standing for JT Realmuto, who's hitting .192 with runners in scoring position. And he has one right here. Only 4 RBI. Lange on the bump for the Tigers, their closer. And the first pitch is way up high and inside. Lange has been a little bit shaky over his last couple of outings. It's 1 ball, no strikes to JT. Tigers still looking for their first out. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the pitch. On the inside corner, a sinking fastball at 97 miles per hour for a called strike. Wind is starting to pick up a little bit here at Citizens Bank Park. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Harper at second and Turner at first. The 1-1. Taken down low on a curveball that was in the dirt and outside for ball 2. Bryson Stott waits on deck. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Lange gets the signs and the 2-1 in the dirt for ball 3. Fans clapping along here. Turner just walked, and Harper led off the inning with a double. The tying run's at second, and the winning run is at first base. 3 balls, 1 strike to Realmuto. Lange with the pitch on the inside corner, taken all the way for a called strike at the knees. And it's a full count. The pitch of the night coming right up. Hearts are shaking, and fans are standing. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And JT strikes out on a fastball that he was just a tad bit late on. And there's 1 gone in the bottom of the 9th. Well, that was the last thing that the Phillies could have asked for here. And Bryson Stott will come up to the plate now. He's hitting .224 with runners in scoring position. Harper still at second, Turner still over at first, and the first pitch to Stott is taken as a fastball at the knees for a called strike. Stott took it all the way, and it just painted the outside corner at the knees, 98 miles per hour on the gun. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Lange kick steals the pitch. Low and outside, a changeup at 91. So Stott today has struck out twice, and he also popped out to second base. That was in the 5th inning. Struck out in the 2nd and in the 7th. A base hit could tie the game up. The 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball right through the hole in the shortstop. And there's going to be no throw over to second base as Harper stays put at third. And the bases are loaded. with the 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. Harper would not have made it home. It was actually ruled as an infield single as Javier Baez just kept it in front of him by a couple of inches. Oh man, that could have saved the game for them. Harper did trip up over at third base, and he seems to be okay. He didn't know whether or not if he should slide or if he should just go in there. And here's Brandon Marsh with the bases loaded. 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. The first pitch, inside and low for a ball. Marsh has not hit a grand slam in his entire career, but he is 3 for 5 this season with the bases loaded. Phillies down 2-1 in the bottom of the 9th. The 1-0 pitch. Fly ball out to left field. This should at least do it. And it's caught out in left field. Harper's going to come in to score. And we have a tie ball game. A sacrifice fly by Brandon Marsh. And it's now 2-2 in the bottom of the 9th. A great catch out in left field, though, by Tyler Nevin, as he was running back towards the warning track, and, well, man, he utilized all that speed to make the catch, and Harper tied up, and the Phillies have tied it back 2-2. And here's Cody Clemens, 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, and now a base hit could win the ball game for the Phils. Turner at second, and over at first is Stott. The first pitch, outside and high for a ball. That's now the second blown save by Alex Lange. He is now 10 for 12 in save opportunities. Clemens up at the plate. He got the first hit of the game. And the 1-0 pitch. On the outside corner at the knees for a called strike. Boy, wouldn't it be really something with Roger Clemens, who was in the stadium, who was in the broadcasting booth, saw his son get a base hit. What if he could witness history here and have Clemens get a walk-off hit? The 1-1 in the dirt and down low for ball 2. It's been quite a ball game between the Phillies and the Tigers. Runners at second and first. Phillies just tied it up 2-2 in the bottom of the 9th. And now they're trying to go for the win. The 2-1 pitch to Clemens. Swinging the line drive out to right field, and that's going to do it. The runner's going to tag up from third and come in to score, and the Phillies win by a final score of 3-2. They come back and complete the sweep, and they will still be at Citizens Bank Park tomorrow night against the Dodgers. A walk-off base hit by Cody Clemens, and the Phillies win 3-2. And the Tigers are stunned. It started off as a no-hitter that was being thrown by Zack Wheeler. The Tigers then took the lead 2-1 in the top of the 9th inning, and the Phillies, against all odds, came right back and extend their winning streak to 5 games in a row. What a game. How about an RBI walk-off single by Cody Clemens? His father was in the booth, got to see him get his first hit of the game, and got to also witness a walk-off base hit from his son. That is unbelievable. You cannot write that up. What a day. What a night for the Phils. Turner came hustling into home plate and scored the winning run. And the Phillies win it by a final score of 3-2. Oh, man. So much to talk about. We're not going to go on for our post-series podcast tonight. I got to go downstairs. I got to go eat some dinner, spend some time with the family, so we won't be doing our Phillies series recap, unfortunately. But we will be back on tomorrow night. I got to take a sip of water, too, man. My voice is starting to go a little bit because I haven't done this in a little over a week. So I love you all so much. What a ball game, man. Good job by Zack Wheeler. And seriously, the Phillies, they did everything that they could in the ninth inning. The offense didn't really show up until when it really, really mattered. And they got the job done. That was an awesome win. And I don't care who it's against. You sweep a team, and now you go on to a 5-game winning streak. Tigers are now on a 6-game losing streak, which is crazy, but that is really cool. This game is filled with so many stories and so many moments that you just cannot script. You can't write it up. There's Cody Clemens putting on the headsets, got the walk-off RBI single with his dad in attendance tonight. That's incredible. Unbelievable. All right. I love you all so much. I'll be back on tomorrow night. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Before I sign off, I want to make sure that you guys, one more time, I wanted to make the announcement to just make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and be sure to follow the socials as well. The link to the LINKTREE is posted in the live chat. It's also in the description down below. I saw that we had a couple people come in from Facebook. I really appreciate all the love and the support you guys have given me too. Man, if you guys on Facebook are tuning in, make sure that you leave me a review down below and go follow the channel Play by Play with JJ. You can also head on over to my YouTube channel too. The link to that is in my profile description. And I will catch you all tomorrow night. I love you all so much. Lila Tove, everybody. Great win by the Phils. And hopefully they can beat the Dodgers tomorrow night. I will catch you all in the next one. See you all tomorrow.